what I'm getting from this Berlin is that a lot of the big names, the heavyweights like Terrence Malick and Werner Herzog, are not really delivering. Well, it's interesting that two of the films that everybody seems to have responded to here are films about old age. The Andrew Haigh film, 45 Years, is about a relationship approaching its 45th anniversary. A couple played by Tom Courtenay and Charlotte Rampling. That's a film that seems to have gone over universally well, perhaps one of the few here that everybody seems to have liked. And the other film, also about old age and reckoning with, advancing years and all of that, is Mr. Holmes, the Bill Condon film, with Ian McKellen as Sherlock Holmes, aged 93, retired and living in Dover on the coast. And it's about his relationship with his housekeeper's 10-year-old boy. Again, a beautiful film about aging, about mortality, about the passage of time and the regrets that come with it, and an incredible performance from Ian McKellen. Very nuanced, very subtle. I think everyone was psyched here to see what Werner Herzog would do with a film about a woman protagonist. And I think Queen of the Desert was a big disappointment. It's a very pedestrian melodrama, a lot of clunky dialogue. Nicole Kidman gives an okay performance, but it's not really fully internalized enough to be powerful. And on the surface, rather than depicting this extraordinary life in all of its scope, Herzog kind of distills it down into being this woman driven by failed love affairs. So in the end, it trivializes her experience and it makes an extraordinary life pretty banal. I think also the Terrence Malick film is disappointing. I mean, like pretty much everybody in film culture, we all love the early work of Terrence Malick. I mean, there are a few films as revered in the American canon of the 1970s as Badlands and Days of Heaven. And this new film, Night of Cups, I think was considered more of the same that we saw in To the Wonder, his last film. Not enough for an audience to grab onto, a lot of wishy-washy meandering, ideas that really don't come across, or that come across in a kind of seen it before routine way.
Last year, Grand Budapest premiered here, and now it's really involved with the Oscar race. Is there anything that you've heard might have that kind of same path?
I don't know that there is a film here that is going to make the same bang that Grand Budapest Hotel has made over the past year. But as I said, Ian McKellen's performance in Mr. Holmes is one that possibly will be considered. And I imagine that the Weinstein Company being what it is, that there'll be a push for Helen Mirren in the movie Woman in Gold, although personally I think the film is very poorly directed and written, and it's elevated exclusively by her performance.